once fired on American ships offshore and American soldiers running across this beach. They ran to this very spot, covering 1,000 yards of open sand at low tide, desperately looking for cover. Stephen Spears drew on all of these images to help symbolize in carved granite and bronze figures the United States Navy's role on D-Day.
It's important to understand the location of where it's going. It's on the highest point of Utah Beach. The backdrop is the English Channel. The battlefield is there. It is going to be the first thing you see when you approach Utah Beach. At night, when the sculpture is lit on a clear day, I believe you'll be able to see it from point to hawk. It is the fact that the human aspect and the figures is there will separate it from the other monuments that are there and give it that feeling that hopefully will draw the people to the piece.
This monument finally stands in lasting tribute to those members of the United States Navy who fought and died in the greatest amphibious operation in history. You have given honor to their service and to their memory by your presence here today.
It's an honor to be here with you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I thank you very much for doing a great honor and beautiful.
It's my pleasure, ma'am. It's an honor for me. It truly is an honor, and
I'm sure it is, but to be able to do something that wonderful and stand as a tribute forever to these people, the world will never, ever be able to pay it back.
representing the command phase, the implementation, and the aftermath, to me, was how I could encapsulate the whole story. But I also wanted to do it with characters or images of people that would represent those particular time frames, so that I could try and pull everyone together and show the huge involvement from so many aspects of the Navy. The way that the base is designed is to gradually move up towards the three figures to direct the eye. It's five-sided and pentagonal shape to represent the five beachheads of the invasion. I don't want to leave anyone out. I don't want anyone to feel that they've been forgotten. That's what this tribute is about, is to make sure that they are not forgotten.
I thought it was almost a stroke of genius. When we first decided to do this, I thought to myself, what could you do that could possibly encompass an operation of that magnitude? I think that he came up with three figures that represented the planning, the command and control, the leadership, if you will, the sailor who represented the men who executed the necessary combat operations, and of course the Navy Combat Demolition Units.
But you must be very proud, a very brave man. We're very privileged to meet you. We really do appreciate everything that you did and everything that you gave.
This your daughter? Hi, what's your name? Eileen. And you're French? Yeah. You live here?
The French have not forgotten the sacrifices made by so many young Americans.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. It's been quite an event here when you think about it. Omaha, Utah, gold, sword, Juno. Thank God for young men that will do that, isn't it?
America's role on D-Day and in World War II is woven into the historic fabric of Normandy. 9,386 American heroes who gave their lives for liberty are buried here. At the American Cemetery in Colville, local French citizens gather. The stories are passed on from generation to generation. Young and old adopt the graves of U.S. servicemen and honor them with flowers.
ces tombes, toutes ces croix, toutes ces... Je pense à ces mamans.
When I am here at the cemetery, I think about all of their families, the mothers, the sisters, everyone. So I come here with flowers as a gesture to honor these men, and when I do, I feel the same as a mother or sister might feel being here.
Merci beaucoup, et vive la France et vive l'Amérique.
All the French people behind us thought that we were gifts from God that came and helped them. Very, very appreciated what we had done. And I was just proud to be there.
The U.S. Navy monument now looks out over the horizon of the English Channel, whispering a story that can be heard all along the American landing beaches, from Utah to Omaha. On this coast, many decades ago, a great armada arrived here and fought courageously for freedom. Over 1,000 American sailors died during the fight. Think not only upon their passing, remember the glory of their spirit.
When you think about it, you know, an entrenched enemy in pillboxes, looking down on the beach with machine guns and cannon, and those soldiers crossed that beach. It took an awful lot of guts.
And you couldn't do it without the Navy. I mean, the Army would have to have a Navy. So they were vital, absolutely vital to the operation.
From every generation, they'll be able to look at that and sense and feel the story, whether they're going up and touching the sides of the monument pedestal and finding the ship that their family member was associated with. I want to tie the human factor into this monument, and I want people to realize the lives and the intensity and the involvement of every one of those people that were there that day.
The proudest moment in your life of being in America is in a spot like that. I was very proud.
They were free-fighting men who saw things going badly and had the ability and the individuality and the initiative to take action. And that's admirable. It's tremendous.
It was awful, and these are things that I will never forget.
I'm just glad I could be part of it and come home safe.